time for another fun episode of Shadowrun Returns. Let's begin where we left off. Seamstresses Union. I believe I read all this. Kind of place where everyone knows your name but keeps to themselves anyway. I believe last time we left off, I was going to go check out Coyotes Room to go find out any evidence about where she may be since she disappeared. And she is my last lead so far as to where Sam Watts' killer may be or what happened that night. There is a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door. It's set to require a password for entry. Oh, guess I'll leave that alone. Alrighty. Look around the room. Is this her room? Does not seem to be the right room. This one. There we go. Read this all very carefully. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. Right? The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. A framed painting of the Chicago skyline done in stylized silhouette. Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. I will open the diary to the first page. There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. Inspect the receipt. A receipt for a Browning Max power pistol from Jin, parked downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Oh my. Oh my. Interesting. Read the diary entry. I came back from my shift to find out 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor again. Getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco. But this cutter dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make my cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support both of us with what I make at the Seamstresses Union, but he still goes on these runs with these bozos all over my floor. I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled that dreck like that again, he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year. Got my bartending license, got this apartment, and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me more than his involvement with the cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together. Slice out the fear that comes along with it. Alright, different page. Second paper. Paper has a handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. Read the poem. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. My darling, I love the color of your eyeshadow, and flowers are pretty, like your nose. Read the diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind, or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. Who wouldn't be surprised? Hi, Paco! Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject and conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. The last 2 nights I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch with a novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as I turn the key in the door, he pricks up and makes himself look especially studious for when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love this little act. Alright, flip to a different page. Third paper. There's a receipt, an old photograph stuck between the pages. Let's look at the receipt. A COD receipt for a special order, 5 pounds of zebra meat from Maury's Meat Emporium, located near Pike Place Market. Let's look at the picture. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin, dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. The back of the photograph has Shadow scrawled on it. Must be the name of her snake, Shadow. To a different page. Fourth paper. A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to the combination of 432436. Alright, we'll just put that down and we'll open up the safe and see what's inside. 432436. Put that in. Safe beeps cheerfully in response as the door comes open. I would hope so. That's a combination. Item picked up. Machete frag grenade. Well, that's nice, I guess. I'm not going to use it. Alright. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished out of a junkyard. Doesn't even have a data jack. And the cracked... like, it doesn't even have a USB port. or with new TVs, it doesn't have HDMI. I know I felt that way several times when looking at buying some of these TVs. Like, does it have HDMI? Then why would I want it? The cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust-caked fans to spin up, only to display on-screen password. Without the password, the only other button on screen is a password recovery option. Password recovery. Wait a second. Did that say decking? It doesn't have a data jack. Use your decking to get in. Must be hacking or actual standard hacking. Please answer 3 security questions to reset the password. Question 1. Your first childhood pet. Why, that probably was her Shadow. Your favorite musical act. I'm gonna go with Mariah Mercurial. Question 3. What is the name of your hometown? Chicago. Answer stored. Incorrect. Alright, try that again. Shadow. Musical act. We'll go with Starfire. Must have missed something in the room. And Chicago. Answer stored. Password has been reset to NQ, capitalized NQ, lowercase p, capital A, lowercase bd, capital ST for security. Never write down your password. Logging you in. Hey kid, want some karma candy? Alright, let's take a look at calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market, due in 30 minutes. Contacts. Coyote's contact list has exactly 1 entry, someone named Paco. There's no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. No, not really. Contacts. Paco. But it kind of makes sense. Access history. A quick scan of her recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Nothing in here. I don't know what I missed. It would have showed me the favorite musical act, but whatever. Maybe it's one of those things where you go downstairs and you're like, hey, what's your favorite musical act? Miss Kubo, or Mrs. Kubota. How can I help you? Coyote has a date with Paco at Pike Place Market in the next half hour. If you would go down there, it might bring me peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. Should be able to get you there in time. Gambate kudasai. Good luck. I sure hope I pronounced that right. I don't want to seem like a complete fool, but you never know. You catch a cab from Touristville to Pike Place Market and mercifully quiet ride that takes you from probably going to be mugged to probably going to pay too much for your drinks. Thank you, darling. Compared to the urban wasteland of the Barrens, the downtown area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets, and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadows of massive corporate arcologies. For many, these arcologies are home. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. I'd agree with that. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s, overlooking the bay. Now it's a market for all things legal and illegal, a melting pot of haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sights, the sounds, the smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab. Patrick, now. A handsome young man turns away from the crowd and fixes you with his full, completely undivided attention. Sir, you are a beautiful elf, but you could be so much more. That sounds great! Tell me more! Wonderful! The Universal Brotherhood is a family encompassing all metahumans, sexes, and sexualities. We all strive to be the very best we can, to live more fulfilled, happy, and productive lives, and to support each other in doing so. The first step is to simply come and listen. Tomorrow night, Lynn Telestrian will be speaking about the importance of family in the sixth world. Please join us tomorrow, and the secrets to a better life shall be revealed to you. He smiles and turns back to the crowd. Thanks, Patrick. That was very informative. Refurbished flowers for sale. I don't even want to know what a refurbished flower is. Synthetic juice for sale, just fab today. I imagine that's something along the lines of they made like energy drinks. You know, energy drinks taste like juice sometimes. But I mean, if you look at like liquid ice, there is no juice in that. It's all fabricated. So, like that. Hey, see my friend around, tall lady dreads? The kid in front of you sports a trademark yellow of the Cutters gang. Young, clean-shaven, he stands like he owns the street and everything on it. He seems distracted, though. Glancing around with increasing agitation, he looks over as you approach. Watch yourself, dandelion eater. What do you want? Wouldn't happen to be, looking for Coyote, would you? It's none of your fragging business. Who the hell are you? Relax, we're on the same team. I'm Glowfuse. I was just at the Union. Your girlfriend's gone missing, and I'm helping to find her. The tough guy swagger seems to drain out of Paco. The cutter is gone, and before you stands a kid in a yellow jacket that doesn't quite fit. Coyote's missing? Oh man, that would explain. She was supposed to meet me here over an hour ago. Look, sorry for getting your face like that. What else do you know? If she's missing, I need to find her. Ever hear of a place called Maury's Meat Market? Coyote had a receipt for some zebra meat from there. What? You've been rummaging through her stuff? Yeah, that shop's just down the block. What the hell would she need zebra meat for, though? Me. You know a fixer named Mr. Delilah? Coyote had a meeting with him a few days ago. I know of him, sure. Lake doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs, though, so I got no reason to deal with him. Coyote hasn't said anything about taking new work. Wait a minute. Drac! I know where she went. Damn! Why couldn't she wait? Damn it! Paco, slow down. Where did she go? The Royale Apartments. The landlord, Stevie J, runs a drug ring out of that hellhole.